Look who is here now. Eddie Ghabour is with us. All right, Eddie, we've got chaos in Afghanistan, or worse, actually. Delta virus still with us. The Fed may be close to tapering. So what do you see right now as the biggest risk to my money in the stock market?
So I don't think Delta is any longer a risk to the market. The two biggest risks, unfortunately, are geopolitical because of the mess in Afghanistan. And in the very near term is a misstep by the Fed. Okay, this is not a popular statement I'm going to make, but they have a golden opportunity this week to announce a plan to start tapering. And yes, the market may sell off for a day or two when they hear that. But we ultimately have to get off of this drug eventually, because the longer they continue to kick the can down the road, this bubble is going to continue to get bigger and bigger. And when it pops, it's going to be ugly. I believe that if they taper, they're going to go from 120 to $100 billion. The market will look back and say, you know what, that's still very favorable. It's very accommodative. So if he positions it correctly, I think the market still rallies hard. But if they bypass this opportunity, they're going to put themselves in a very tough spot where they're going to have to start tightening next year when things are not going to be as good. And that could cause a major drop and crash in the market.
Here's what I think is a big positive for the market, and that is the pace of infections, the Delta infection pace of new cases. It's beginning to slow down. The number of cases is still rising, but the pace at which they're rising is slowing down. I think we can see the other side. I'm being very optimistic here, but I think we can see the other side of the Delta surge, and I think that's a huge plus for the market. What say you?
Absolutely. When I was on your show last week, I said I thought the setup was perfect once we get past the Fed, that September could have a huge rally, because I do think based on there's 13 states that the numbers are really rolling over on Delta. So the setup for September is for some really huge upside in the cyclical plays that have really taken a beating because of the fears of Delta slowing this economy down. So I'm hopeful we're in the late innings of Delta. Get the Fed to announce a tapering plan that's not going to really change much. And then I think we're off to the races for the rest of this year.
I can't remember if you dabble in Bitcoin or not. Do you?
I've been in and out of Bitcoin. Now that Bitcoin is over 40,000 and seems to be holding that, I think Bitcoin has some trajectory to move upwards as this risk-on trade happens. It was the first risk asset to take a big sell-off, and now it's starting to come back. So I think we have found a bottom near term in Bitcoin.
I asked an advisor the other day who handles ordinary people's money, if I can put it like that. I said, what proportion of your clients are in Bitcoin or in some kind of crypto? I was expecting him to say, oh, 10%, 20%. No, 50%. What's it like with your clients?
My clients are about 0%. I work with a lot of retirees. They don't need that much volatility and risk in their life, but I find that their children and grandchildren have about 10 to 15% of crypto that they've been going into. I think it's more of the younger generation buying into crypto. That's where you're going to see the largest percentage of assets going to.
Susan is vigorously nodding her head on the age issue right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Eddie, you're all right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again real soon. Gotcha.
Thank you.